Oh, well, you know what? That's perfectly fine. Because we're playing Daggerheart today.
One more time
Technical
and I'll believe
difficulties
you.
will be abound.
I don't think it's happening.
But let's...
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
You know what? Let's just get into it. And we'll go from there.
Oh, that's great.
And then next week we'll not have technical difficulties, hopefully.
And we'll also
Awesome.
not be
In any
playing
case,
Daggerheart
we're
next
playing
week.
level 10. Yeah, we won't be playing Daggerheart next week. But this is a level 10 campaign. Didn't want to do the level 1 test play material because you know what? That is designed to be successful, and we said, hey, you know what? We want to struggle. We want this to be hard. And choke me, daddy. Let's make this happen.
Matthew Mercer gives me traumatic
So-
damage in Daggerheart.
Our setting today is in a fictional world, not associated with their world, because you know what? It's just easier that way. We'll be in the town, city, state thing, kingdom of Gastonia, with the noble family of the Vaughns. But let's read the little intro we have going here. The city of Gastonia is a bustling and full of cheerful families eating turkey legs, spun sugar candy, and popcorn as they watch carnival performers, juggling, dancing, singing, and entertaining everyone as they celebrate 1 year since the siege of Shadow's End that was led by the Dreadlord, who threatened to plunge the realm into eternal darkness. King Gaston Vaughn the Valiant, the ordained ruler of the land, has put on this festival as a reward for you all, your services, and paid for all the food and entertainment for the people. A small gift to help the people and remind everyone that there's a brighter future. And our heroes are... We're going to start with Alex, because you're on the far side on my screen. What hero are you?
My name's Grumby Smallhop. I'm a Slyborn Ribbit Rogue.
And next is Jacob. Who are you playing?
I'm sorry, I can't even. After that intro from Alex, okay, let's see if we can do this.
Did I knock you off your footing?
You did. It's this whole thing. This is great. Okay. I'm playing Rocket the Wildbone Katai Seraph. Don't fuck with me, and I won't fuck with you.
And
That doesn't sound like Bradley Cooper at all.
Yeah, fuck you.
and Josh, who are you playing?
Oh, you ask for my name as though you've never heard it. Goldrich Sparklebeard, Highborn Dwarf Guardian. Goldrich is bald-headed and
And you
got
all
gold woven into the beard.
are known as the custodians of the cluster, or the acclaimed custodians. How would you
For
like
short,
to
yes.
interact with this festival in your honor?
I'm gonna search for an ale.
Ale. There's free-flowing ale and spirits abound in the city square. As you push through and people try to shake your hand and say, "Good job, thank you. Oh my God, you're so wonderful. Thanks for saving us from all the shadow creatures a year ago." You can push your way towards a outdoor ale, a keg that's just free-flowing. People grabbing drinks left and right, but they're kind of like all over you, and they're in the way of you actually getting to the counter to get your ale.
All right. Thank you. You're welcome. Whatever. I need a drink.
Is that really gold in your beard? Can I touch the gold? Oh my God, you're so amazing. Where's your little raccoon friend? They're so cute.
Here. On the right here.
I didn't see you. And someone like with like a hooked hand, like reaches down and hands you, an ale, to Rocket while everyone else is still clustered around Goldrich.
Slap it to the ground. They always think they could just give me ale, then give me things just because they overlooked me.
I'm gonna use my tongue to pull a turkey leg off a grill. So that's a thing I can do with my long tongue.
Oh yeah.
Because I can.
Does it say you need to roll at all?
I mean, if it's an attack, yeah, but normally I can just fucking do things with it.
Oh,
Sure. Yeah, it's a rules light. It's a rules light system.
Mass light.
Well, we'll say you can do it. Yeah. You see the turkey legs, they're just rotating over an open fire, and you wait and snag one.
Every free
you
ale,
like
you
being
should
able
just
to,
drink the free ale.
no, it's the principle of the matter.
Yeah.
The principle of the matter. They overlooked me, and I don't want their ale.
Yeah, you all can have ale as much as you'd like. The servers are pouring heavy. If you want, they also have a little bit of stronger liquor they can pour in to your ale if you want.
Goldrich is going to slam one ale and then also slam the glass back on whatever counter and start wandering around looking for games to play.
Yeah. There are plenty of Carnival Games abound. There's also performers you can watch and admire their work. You will see... Let me get my notes here. There's a juggler wearing a Harley Quinn mask as they balance on a chair that's precariously balanced on a table, that's precariously balanced on a ball, that's precariously balanced on another set of balls and boards. As they juggle and the crowd around is clapping. They're not telling any jokes, but they're standing on one foot, juggling balls at this time. There's a street magician who is wearing a disheveled black top hat, thick-rimmed black glasses with medium-length hair. Their spotchy facial hair is very noticeable as they breathe heavy and stare at the audience while talking about butt magic. You'd also see butt magic. There is one person. It is another Qatari individual who is currently held in the stocks, and they don't look particularly happy until they see Goldrick actually, and they're like, Goldrick, oh, I love you, man, as their hands are stuck in the stocks as you look around.
Are you slated for execution?
But yeah, there's Carnival Games. Oh, yeah, if you're wandering with, no, I just have to serve my time. I just stole some things from a merchant shop, but they were overcharging people, so I thought it was worth it. Plus, you're all my heroes, and I was like, what would Goldrick do? And I was like, you'd totally do that.
Oh, I think you need to study a little harder there. There's books, you can just read them.
I mean, like, how can I ever live up to the Battle of the Burlap, Goldrick, where you destroyed the whole crime syndicate hiding inside the burlap factory, or the time that you captured Jiminy Cricket, the hexed cricket, causing objects to become animated? That was a tale.
Yes. All right.
If I ever,
He didn't even capture the cricket.
Yeah.
I can't believe this nerd believes the comic books are true.
Hey,
Wait, who are you, little raccoon man?
Again, every single time. It's always Goldrick, is always the frog, but never the raccoon.
He hasn't even asked me my name yet. What
Yeah,
I'm talking about.
I've always... Oh, I know you, Grumby. Like, it's Goldrick and Grumby, the dynamic duo.
Nah! Throws his hands
This
up
festival
there.
needs more executions.
But yeah. If you ever want to, a little fox guy out. Love to get out of here, and maybe I could like be your third companion here.
There's already 3 of us.
Can't read and can't count. I don't think I need you on my team.
My thoughts exactly.
I'll have to go and do my learning. I'll have to do my studies then. One day I'll join you all.
I'll throw a handful of gold out
As
in
his
front
hands
of
are
him
still
where he
bound
obviously
by
can't
his
reach
face.
it.
Exactly one handful.
Oh,
Exactly one handful.
and
To
you
be very clear.
exactly one handful.
That's 2 handfuls.
I heard that double.
Oh yeah, it's true. Children and grown adults are coming over and picking up the gold in front of him, as they also look like, yes, although the festivities are fun, gold and maybe some added food would be helpful, because the king, although he's paying for this, is not known for being charitable in the current years. But if you want to continue, there are carnival games that you can go shoot baskets, toss rings, try to win fish and other plushed gifts for any loved ones, servants, or whatnot back at your keep.
I'm gonna play one of the games. Just honestly, whatever's closest.
Sure. Yeah. As you pass by a large cart of flowers full of roses, gardenias, sweet peas, and lilacs, go ahead and do a instinct check.
Alright, so I would roll the 2. Add instinct.
Yep.
I got 13 with hope. Well, that's on the die. 14 with hope. And
Okay.
yeah, that's just 2d12. I don't use proficiency just yet. That's on weapons.
Yeah, that's on weapons. Or
Yeah,
certain abilities.
13
So
with hope.
proficiency doesn't really come in here.
14.
Yeah, so with that, you gain a hope token on your character sheet, and you smell something foul underneath the scent of the flowers as you stand at the ring toss booth.
Ugh, something's
And
wrong with
old
what
turtle-
soil's here.
Yeah, an old turtle man's gonna be. Yeah. You want some rings? As he slowly hands you 5 rings to toss.
Yeah, of course.
Sorry about the smell. We don't know where it's coming from.
Ha! That was a damn good sales pitch. Would you like to buy some rings? It smells bad.
But no, the rings are yours to toss to win one of our many prizes.
I'll take 3 lots.
The king has paid for all of these. All right, you have 15 rings to throw.
I split them equally in the party.
All right. Go ahead. If you want to throw rings, do finesse.
Nice. I'll
Or
let
you
you
can
guys handle it
throw 'em
first,
with your
and
tongue, I
then I'll
guess.
show you how it's done.
I got a 15 with hope.
Okay.
That's a 18 with hope.
Do I add
Okay.
a hope? Do I add like a little hope thingy? That's
So
how this
yeah.
works?
Oh, the website.
Yeah, you had a hope. Yeah. So over the course of and this will count for like all of them, unlike D&D, like doing a roll for all of them. It's just the general kind of
Okay.
throw
10
here.
with hope.
You're able you're able to toss the rings and you get them over the little cones. And with each one, you're doing a little bit better and better, and you are able cumulatively between the two of you so far get 8 of your 10 rings on, and you can pull up your points for prizes. We still have Goldrick who needs to throw.
Now this is how it's done. I do the worst. I rolled a 10 with hope.
Okay. You still get the hope. You just don't succeed.
Oh,
he
Goldrich the Great, Goldrich the Great, Goldrich the
Nah.
Broad. He can even throw a grim ring.
Yeah, this is funny business. These rings are lopsided.
It's always been 90% confidence.
Grumpy's right on that.
But you have enough points. Yeah, you have enough points that you can either get a goldfish, or you can get a small plushed animal.
Gotta say, I feel weird about winning a goldfish.
That does feel just a little bit awkward for you.
Well, I don't want to take care of it. We'll take a stuffy.
It's just a stuffed animal. We'll get the stuffed animal.
Is there any stuffed animals that look like either of my
So
partners here?
he reaches up. Yeah, okay, he'll point up with his cane, and there's a frog beaver, a freever. There's a wolf lion. I don't know what to call it. Lion. That you could choose from.
A wolf.
A wolf. I feel like a wolf lion is just a wolf with a mane.
Right,
Just
same.
a normal fucking looking animal.
It's just a really fuzzy wolf. I think we gotta go. Hey, we obviously have to choose the freever. The freever is the obvious choice. Look at it.
Why is that?
I'm just
Just
gonna
look-
stare you down. I have like
look at
giant
it.
yellow eyes, so I'm just like, I turn to you and look at you, and I do not blink.
Why is that?
Well, Grumpy, the obvious choice here would be the freever because it has the most utility. The wolf lion that we just named a few seconds ago that I can't remember the name of is just a pure predator. That's it.
Wolf.
The wolf. Thank you, God. It's just come to me. It was a wolf. And I mean, look at the tail and the teeth. It's just
yeah,
adorable.
Grumpy, are you vying for the
The
wolf,
turtle.
or are you just against the freever?
I just wanted to know why.
Can you pick one? My arm is getting tired pointing.
So we all agree on the freever then, right?
Yeah, whatever.
Get the freever.
All right, we'll take the wolf.
Pulls it down and hands you the wolf.
That's some fucking bullshit.
Here you go, sonny.
It was a trick. I was testing all of your intelligence. The wolf is the obvious answer here.
How is that?
And I'm gonna turn to you again and not blink.
Again, pure predator. That's all I should have to say.
It's a stuffed animal.
For now.
A small child
What?
comes up to you and says, like, "Whoa, that's cute. I want one."
I buy him a set of rings. Why don't you win one?
Oh, okay. They got a 20.
I did better than all of us.
All 15.
20 with nothing added. It's just 20 with fear.
I was gonna press like,
You should probably find your parents after this. Children tend to disappear around here.
Oh, and then they get lost themselves, like, thank you, and then they like run away.
That's the spirit, frightful child. Sickly, even.
How did they do so well in the game? They were shaking so badly.
I'm telling you, the rings are off.
These aren't regulation rings, is what you're telling me.
They can't be, no. I've thrown a lot of circular hooped objects in these. Well, these are inconsistent.
Take it up with the old guy.
Well, Mr. Goldrick, if you want to go again, I have another set of rings for you.
I'll take them. But I'm having enough of these games. I think I want a
hands
word
you-
with your king.
You
I think
don't want to see
it's
the
our king.
Well, yeah, I guess we could partake of the entertainment as well as the games, yeah. 'Cause we tried the ale, we tried the turkey. I guess we got one more box to tick. Let me throw these rings.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
Show you how it's
Do one
done,
more time.
alright? Last one was a fluke. 22
Remember,
with
it's-
fear.
Oh, with the wrists.
You're scared of failing this time.
You get 5 points. He points towards the slightly smaller plush stuffies and say, "You can choose any of these." And you see that there's a little beaver termite bee mite down there that you could choose
Lots of
from,
beaver
or there's like a
things in this
hard
fucking-
wooden sculpture.
That's what he likes.
Yeah, there's a hard wooden little turtle. Just it's a turtle. I'm not gonna come.
A lot of fine options. You got, but I was thinking.
turtle.
A Birtle?
This one's a beaver turtle, a birdle.
The selection of hybrid animals is great, but I'm wondering, can I just take 5 rings with me as my prize?
You said they weren't regulation.
I-
What do you want
I
them
mean-
with you?
I'm sure I have plenty.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
I walk
have
away without
5
grabbing
rings
anything.
and-
He wasn't
what
even
a
done talking.
strange fellow you all
Did you bump your head?
go with.
Turtle bump his head, or did Goldrich bump his head?
yeah.
Who was the question? to?
Goldrich.
Well, again,
You
90%
stay bumping
confidence.
your head.
Again, I will say 90% confidence, 10% stupidity.
Yeah. As you walk away, there is another Harley Quinn, like juggler who is walking through the crowd. They're not juggling anything at this time, and they bump into Rocket as they walk. And can
I'm
I have
down
you do
here.
a-
Come on.
We need to put some flashing lights on you or something.
Yeah, like do an instinct check.
You would think that with my armor
As they
on,
bump
that I
you.
would be easily noticed. That is a 13 with fear. I don't like Harley Quinns in this world either, apparently.
Something about how they move is unnatural, but they're also, it could be part of the performance. As they bump into you, instead of rigidly kind of going with it, it almost feels like they slosh a little bit and take it and then keep walking through the crowd.
Ugh. It's just something about people that paint their faces. I just don't like it. It's just why do you have a mask on? It's not
I can't believe they hired a drunk guy to be a clown.
Yeah,
aren't all clowns drunks.
Yeah, probably.
as you're walking through the crowd, yeah, people are eating their cotton candy and turkey legs, and you can hear a street magician going, "All right, I shuffled the deck 6 times, and then here's a 6, and here's another 6. That's a pair. Here's a 6. That's a 5. Sorry, that's
You
another
only
5,
held
and a
the
10,
fives.
and a 10. That's a pair."
Guys start
What is
As-
going
as-
on there?
And he's a short little goblin magician, he's like, "That's incredible!" As he pulls out a pear and bites a pear, and then he like eats
Never
it,
seen
and
a
then with
goblin
inside
before.
that, it's 2 other cards that are matching. He's like, "Another pear inside a pear, magic."
Magic.
This type of magic has always fascinated me because we do such wonderful, crazy things with magic. But then he puts a card in a pear.
That's a pretty crazy thing to do. You're supposed to just eat a
And-
pear.
Exactly.
I don't know. You said it's crazy, but
Yeah, and this
we
little
literally
goblin-
walked past some butt magic earlier.
I wanted to stop, but nobody
Oh, it's the same one.
left behind.
It's the same butt
This
magician.
Is,
Okay.
this is the same button
It's the same
from
magician.
earlier.
Oh, okay.
And the
All
pear
right.
come out of his butt.
He's like, all right, anyone, pick a card, any card. And he goes over to like a little girl, and she picks the card, and she shows people, it's the 2 of diamonds. He's like, no, you're not supposed to tell me. Okay, put it back in. As he shuffles and he shuffles and he shuffles. He's like, all right, now. He puts it, he goes out, and he flips all the cards back over. He's like, where's the 2 of diamonds? It's not here. And then he turns around in the crowd, and the crowd can see that the 2 of diamonds is stuck in his butt. And they're looking around, they're giggling.
It's not your
There it
card.
is. See, that's magic. I sent it from me over to Josh.
Several time zones.
And James
like,
from James's butt over to Josh's butt.
Butt magic.
Now that's some real butt magic.
He's like, then he farts, and it lands on the table. He's like, there, your card. Is that your card? He's like, wow.
That's actually a lot of force for a fart.
He's
If he
like,
was able to push that out of his ass
Listen.
and land on the table.
That
quite
amount of
impressive.
force was nothing.
What
I
do you
farted
mean?
real bad once. It's in my character sheet. It's one of my core experiences.
Is that why you had to leave town?
I could probably learn butt magic. At least I'd have a +1 to it.
I multi-classed into butt sorcerer.
He stops you all. He's like, what luck I have? It's the it's the Glastodians. I love y'all. Here. And he holds out a string and he hands it to Grumby. He's like, all right, pull on the string.
Before I
We're gonna
take
do a
it,
Has
string
this been
magic.
in your ass?
He looks shifty-eyed. No.
I'm
that's
sure his entire inventory has been in his ass.
whoever, if either Goldrich or Rocket are wearing like some sort of cape or something, I will like put my hand in the cape and then grab the string and pull.
It works.
He's like, yes, just a
1000%.
normal string, correct? As he bunches up part of it, and he cuts it. He's like, now it's 2 pieces of string. As he pulls it, and then it's 1 piece of string. And he's like, magic. Now, good magician never does the trick twice. As he goes, okay, now you take the other end of the string, and he pulls it out of the back of his pants. This is the other end. And he groups it back up together as you're still holding onto it with the cape, and he cuts it 3 times. And he's like, see, it's cut 3 times. There's multiple ends. You have an end in your hand, I had an end in my hand, and now there's 4 more ends over here. As he pulls the string, magic. As you see the string go down his sleeve, and he's like, what? Where's the string going? And he pulls it out, and then it's a deck of cards that's attached to it. He's like, I didn't know this was a card trick. As he opens the deck of cards, puts the other end of the string. He's like,
What do you
no,
mean
it's
you
still a
didn't know
rope
this
trick.
was a card trick?
Magic.
I love the idea of a magician who doesn't realize what tricks he's doing as he's doing them.
Hang on, let me show you my own trick. Ready?
I didn't know I was gonna cut someone in half today.
Ready? Are you watching? Are you watching? Ready?
He's like, I'm watching. Bam, ba, da, da, da. Oh,
Magic.
whoa! And he gets the whole crowd to clap for you, like, oh yes, yes, as everyone claps. Clap, 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 clap.
Thank you.
I mean,
Yeah.
more subterfuge than magic, but I'll give you the clap.
I'm sorry, the crowd's not clapping for you, Rocket.
Yeah.
Not yet. Grumpy.
Not ever. Half the people in this fair have completely ignored you.
Nah! He throws his hands up and start walking away.
Yeah. As you walk away, you hear the thick, slapping, tubular sound of an orc slapping on pipes with his leathery sandals.
Nice.
Bloop, 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 and he's just playing a familiar tune. Bloop, 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 bloop. Which I'm sure if there's a delay still, that's...
Yeah.
Finish the whole song, all 4 minutes of it.
All 4 minutes with a delay.
Yeah.
You swear
Yeah, I think we'll sit
Yeah.
patiently and listen
you
to this
swear
song.
You can... The rain. Yeah, it's just like Toto's rain. It rains in Africa, but
What's
yeah, as a
Africa?
percussion piece.
He's gonna keep walking past it.
Oh yeah, I don't know what
Levitate
that
like the
means.
drums. The pipes.
Yeah. As you walk past, it's another cart of flowers to help make the day smell nice. Again, same thing: roses, lilacs, gardenias, and other heavily scented plants here on this cart. And go ahead and do a. You can do any kind of check you'd want if you want to. You don't have to roll anything, but I'll say that like narratively, you get a slight shiver down your spine.
Well, what would be the fun in this game if I didn't roll some dice? We wouldn't be testing it properly if I didn't roll at everything.
Yeah.
Come on. We'll roll
Yeah,
some
you gotta
instinct.
load up your hope.
Instinct is perceiving, so
Yeah.
instinct thing.
So
Yeah.
I
that's
want to
gonna get-
roll knowledge and see if this has anything to do with my previous experiences.
That's gonna be
Yeah, definitely.
25 with hope.
Roll a 12 with fear.
Okay.
15 with fear.
Paid the fucking ferryman. over
So, yeah, 25 was with instinct
Yes.
for Jacob, or
Yep.
and me.
yeah. So you both would smell that familiar scent of rotting flesh as an undertone. It's like if you were to bite into something, the back notes of these flowers have the putrid scent of decay.
Aerate it.
Which could be the flowers. Yeah, there could be a flower in there. There's some that like just smell bad and maybe they weren't chosen correctly.
Piss-covered
However,
turtle.
Goldrick, you also, yeah. What Goldrick get on their knowledge?
15 with fear.
15. None of these flowers would have that smell.
I would like to, since we are playtesting, this is a slight derail. I would like to note that we didn't do something from my
Yeah.
class at the very beginning. For anyone out there playing a seraph, you need to roll your prayer dice at the very beginning of the session. You can use those throughout the game to either give people hope or to reduce incoming damage. Just throwing that out there now. It's equal to whatever your spellcasting DC or modifier is. Mine's 5d4 altogether, so that's a 15 on my dice. Throwing it out there since we are playtesting.
What did you pray for?
Everyone here but me to die.
That's that's awful.
Well, I didn't say I followed a be-go-lucky god. He actually has quite an ego.
So what are the flowers in? Are they potted or?
No, so imagine that there is a cart that has like a lattice work going up all the sides.
Okay.
That have the flowers interwoven in between and tied on in bundles. And that there's not, like, if you were to have enough flowers to fill this cart, it would be a lot more scented. But because you can see that the flowers are just on the lattice work. There may be something on the inside
That's good enough for
of this
me.
cart.
Your flowers hide something foul. And I'm gonna crush the cart. Just gonna attack the cart.
Okay.
Rip it open.
Yeah, go ahead and roll. Well, I guess, you know, it's an inanimate object, and this is more narrative, non-combat. Go ahead and just roll damage against this cart.
Earlier, did you say if we had our weapons on us or not?
You should. Yeah, you could have them on you.
That thing stays on me.
Does 42 sound right? It's 5d10 plus 2.
Yeah, I think.
And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should be proficient too.
So with
I don't
that,
know.
what kind of weapon are you using?
I'm using a hollowed axe.
Okay, I was gonna say if it was like a cane or something, it'd be a little different. But as an axe, you cut into the lattice work of this cart, and the scent of decay emanates further out, and it's like you broke the barrier that these flowers were making. And as you start to peer into this, one of the guards is like, "Oi, what are you doing over there? Like, we're trying to have a festivities and you're scaring people. What are you doing?"
We're heroes. It's official hero business.
Like, I don't doubt it. You're the custodians, but like, can we keep it? Oh, what's that smell? What? Did your little raccoon buddy fart over something?
The smell is exactly the issue.
And I didn't do it.
Well, whatever it is. As you look in, there's enough light from the daylight outside that you make out the vague sense of like stacked burlap sacks inside this cart.
I want to expose as much as possible. I don't care who sees. Get to the bottom of this ASAP.
Are you just gonna
Collateral
start
damage my ass.
hacking and slashing?
Yeah.
Because the guard did come over here to actually find you, and as you're going back to do it, he's like, whoa, like I'm here because the king wanted to talk to you, to thank you and stuff. Like, this isn't going anywhere. We can come back to this, but I physically cannot stop you.
Is the king giving us
I
a
remember what
medal?
you did at the Battle of the Ten Terries. Like,
Is he giving us a medal?
I don't know,
or erecting
maybe
a statue?
he just wanted to talk to you.
In that
I
case,
think
carry
it's
on.
more of a stroke your ego, he strokes your ego thing.
Crack that fucking flower cart.
Yeah,
Goes big
buddy.
enough.
Buddy, my friend, why don't you help out? Relieve some stress. It looks like it's been a stressful day for you. Why don't you help out? Stab the cart. It's fun.
I mean, I'm a king's guard. Like, we can't just stab things. But
And we're heroes telling you a direct order. Come on.
Yeah, but like,
We're the custodians.
my job is to get you. Yeah, I mean, my job's to get you there, not stab carts. And he like kicks
Question
it.
is
And
why
well, I can
don't
have some
you wanna
guards
stab the
come and take
cart?
this away if you want.
I've had dozens of moments like this where I think something's a bit off, and I'm going to investigate. Now, if your king wishes to speak with us, why don't you send him our way instead of ushering us to him? And I can use one of my cards that I actually don't have ready, so I'll do this. Was it a stress point to swap it on?
Yeah, in combat, it's supposed to, but
Okay.
yeah, let's do it since it's not like prepared. Put the
It's
stress
not
point
prepared.
on.
So I'll put the
It's
stress point
whatever
on.
the stress cost is, not just
Is
a
it?
point.
Let me find it.
Yeah,
It should be in the top right. Of the
it's a
card, I
lightning
think.
bolt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, I don't remember what it's called. I'll find it. I might actually have it activated.
If you don't, I think I have something.
But I want to use the I'll figure out the stress point in a second here. I want to use the presence thing, but I can add my strength to tell them what.
Okay.
I'm trying to tell them to bring the king to me instead of I'm gonna continue do what I'm doing, and if the king wishes to speak, send him my way.
Okay. Yeah. He's like, I can try, but last time someone did that, they got a custard pie in the face. So I guess it's a win-win. Maybe I'll get a custard pie in the face, and I can have my lunch early. Do you have to roll anything for that?
It allows me to add my
Like, do you have to
strength
roll
to
like
the
a-
roll, so yeah. So it's a presence thing,
Yeah.
but I get to also add my strength. Let's roll. Oh boy, that's a match. That's an 11-11. So I guess I'm gonna add nothing.
Nice. Crit, crit, crit. Ooh.
Stress point for nothing.
Cool. So yeah, he's like, I could go for lunch. He's in a jolly mood today, so like, it should be fine. I'll see if he can come here. And I assume then you just start whacking on this cart to cut
That's
it
right.
open, or
Yep, and the
Yeah,
burlap sack, I'm gonna cut one of those open too.
I'll help out.
yeah. As you hit it a second time, you see that the latch on the back pops open that you could have opened, but I didn't say that there was a latch, but that's fine. And you pull out one of the burlap sacks, and you see that it is just like sticky with black ichor, and flies are buzzing around it as they come out now that you've opened up this cart.
It's a corpse.
And you use your axe and you cut open you cut open the burlap sack, and it's just a corpse inside. It looks vaguely familiar, but yeah, there's a dead body inside.
The ability
Do we
is
know
just
this
called
body?
People
Hold
see
Presence.
you do this.
What?
There's two things.
I asked if we know this body. Since you said it looks familiar, I asked the group.
I've killed a lot of people.
I've
I feel
traveled.
like we've all killed people.
I've traveled many kingdoms. Do I recognize any clothes or signet rings or?
Yeah, so you can tell that based off of what is left of the clothing of this person, that it is probably a member of that mafia guild that you destroyed some time ago. And in fact, it has some of the same
burlap
axe
body bag?
marks in its body from when you remember. Yeah,
Huh.
crushing it. People are now giving you like a wide berth. They were like behind you at a close range, and now they're getting far away from you because of the smell, and you're just hacking. And some people, onlookers, are looking like, "Oh, what's going on?"
Was it only the one guard that did anything?
Yeah.
I'm
Although
gonna-
as you're doing this, a
I'm gonna
couple other
belt
guards
out.
are coming up and question. Yeah.
I'm gonna belt out to any guards in this area. To those who lay claim of protecting this land, keep the people out. Ordering the guards to keep bystanders away. Which I obviously shouldn't have the authority to
Yeah,
do.
you'll.
No, we're the
Yeah, two of
custodians.
the guards will
Come
kind of
on.
come over and just. Yeah, you're the custodians. You're well known. It's your day of celebration. Everyone knows who you are. You have like some social clout here. Two guards come over and they're like, "Oh yeah. I mean, that smell. Yeah, I mean, we can move this cart if you'd like, or we should probably get it out of the way."
You should probably be
Figure out
checking
what's
all the
going on here.
carts.
You should probably find out why this is here at all.
Yeah. Jim Bob, you go tell the others to check the other carts. I'll watch this one. We'll keep the kids away from poking bodies and stuff. Nothing to see here. Talks to, puts their hand up for some onlookers. Of course, there's stuff to see, but they're like, "No, keep moving.
That's right. Clear the area, and I'm gonna have a word with my mates here. So this one,
As he vanishes into pixelated hell.
yeah.
Discord.
So this one. This is one I've killed. This was meant to be a celebration in our honor. Have they collected our slain enemies? Like, what do you guys think's happening here?
What in God's green earth makes you think that collecting all the corpses that we've killed along the way is a celebration?
I hope to the gods it's not, but I'm trying to understand why any of this is happening. Why any of this is here, I mean. How many body bags are there?
Inside there, there's probably about 25,
The one flower cart?
just like stacked on top of each other, like yeah, and like sausages.
Sheesh.
Or they're really small people.
It's just like. I mean, there's also they're dead bodies, so they have less mass than when they were alive. Yeah.
Well, I guess for your hypothesis, it would totally depend on if the other carts also carry bodies of what we've killed previously.
Well, I don't know. That turtle guy smelled real bad, so I'm assuming there's got to be some kind of bad actor going on. Why else would they have all these corpses?
I mean, at the end of the day, aren't we all just bad actors?
I know I am. But, you know, I didn't put the corpses here.
So if we went into the other carts and found other dead bodies, what would we find? What would we find for you? I mean, I assume, you know, Jiminy and his crickets would be there, but what about for the rest of you?
I mean, let the guards handle it. Let's go talk to the king. Bring the body with us and throw it in his face or something.
I sigh, knowing I have to carry the body.
I don't know. I'm pretty strong.
What's your strength? I think I've been
Plus
+4.
5.
Okay. Alright, so Rocket.
One
good.
arm's
Imagine you being tiny is why I was thinking that. But alright, yeah, no, that's fine. That's good. Now I'm happy that I don't have to touch it. I dust off my half cape, like my just left shoulder cape, whatever that's called.
Goldrich, you used
A cape?
Goldrich. The cape was used for touching someone's butt rope.
Yeah.
And you're worried about a dead body.
I can deal with butts a lot more than I can deal with dead.
Especially dead ones.
It can't even do anything to you. It's dead. Look at it. He's just like lifting it up and down. Moving it. They can't do anything.
That's just
Just shakes it
disrespectful.
around. He was a criminal. Come on. I guarantee this is the least of the disrespects his body actually deserves.
I get it. He's dead. It's whatever. But like, you're the one playing with the dead body.
He sets him up kind of like a puppet. Oh, hey guys, look, it's me. I'm a dead body. This isn't disrespectful at all.
I'm gonna hog tie you with a butt rope if you keep that up.
Yes, he makes him salute. Oh, sir, yes, sir.
Just Weekend at Bernie's his poor corpse.
Goldrich lets out a laugh. Good enough.
Okay, are we going to the king?
Yeah, let's go to the king.
Yeah, you have to make that corpse walk though.
That's not a problem. He's just walking behind it, just holding it by the hips and trying to move it.
Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Shuffle, shuffle.
Nothing to see here, just helping our drunk friend.
Eyeball.
It's a fake eye.
Yeah, you approach where the king is at. It's a magnificent tent that's up on like a pedestal slightly up off the ground. King's Guard obviously all the way around in their armors. And they see you coming with the dead body and they stop you and like, oh, hold on there, hold on. You three can come in, but that thing's got to stay outside.
No, it's my possession.
What was there a god who recently came by and got cream pied by your king?
All right.
You know,
He can vouch for us.
it was a custard.
Is that part of the?
Yes.
I didn't. Is that
yes,
part of the butt
there
magic
was.
show?
I was able to hold off the laughter until he said he can vouch for us.
You see him, and he actually is coming out of the tent, and he has custard
I bet he is coming.
all over
right.
his face as he's eating. Yeah, he's like, oh yes, the custodians. Yes, it's coming. And oh yes, the body. Oh, that's what you found inside, because he was the one
Yeah,
before.
that and 24 more
cut
of
it open.
them.
And inside, you'll be allowed inside the tent. It smells beautiful in here. There's food that's well beyond what is being served to everyone else at the festival. As the king lounges in his like throw chair and he sees you all come in, and he's like, "Oh yes, the custodians. How wonderful for you to join. Oh, what is that stench? Oh, did one of you make an icky in your pants? Oh."
That was a long time ago, and you know it.
Yes, back when I was a mere prince. I do agree that you all have done quite a favor for us, but can you please leave that vile thing in the corner?
I'm gonna make it salute again.
Yes, sir.
It's his voice, not mine. I don't know what to tell you. He just had this. He had to salute. It's respectful.
Oh, why do you hurt me so much, Rocket? Aren't I a good king to you? Haven't I given you all a beautiful keep for your services? And you treat me like this. Oh.
You are a king. Yes.
Yeah, guards! And he snaps at the guards. Take the body and hold it up over there. Just, I don't want to look at it. Put like a sheet over its head or something. And they like, one of the guards takes the sheet from the table that has all the food, and they're like, "I always wanted to do this." Let's see. 3. Food goes flying.
Yeah, but was he scared or hopeful?
Does he say magic afterwards?
Magic.
Magic.
Just
Well, he
ruined
did
the
it with his
banquet.
butt, that's what happened.
Look, I
Not a
had
high
to
level
that
butt
one.
sorcerer. Not a high enough level in butt sorcery.
Yeah, and he snaps at someone else to just clean it up. But please sit, my guardians of the realm. I have so much I want to discuss with you.
But before we sit, what color is the sheet that they throw over it?
Well, it was white.
It's like like an off cream white, yeah, with like gold around the edges.
That's a cream in this kingdom.
It's the cream dome.
Is he a ghost now? He went from whatever an undead to a ghost.
But still an undead.
Oh, yeah.
Which we don't need that kind of sass
yes,
here. We're
look,
trying to
please,
make a joke.
please. Oh, I had a quote for this one. Oh, sit. You know, your words are vapid indulgences and of guttural tones, but please just sit.
I sit.
I plop onto the ground. Blunk.
I grab one of the nicest chairs close to the king.
So we'll get to that thing later, but I really want to thank you for all the work that you've done securing the kingdom here. Now, it has come to my attention that your keep is lacking of any servants or guards or anything. And I just want to make sure that you know how to take care of the keep I gave you.
I mean, isn't that the job of the servants and our
It was in
guards?
the family. Yes, and that's where I was hoping that you would, be good stewards of the land and hire some, but I see that over the course of the last year, you have been neglecting your duties as new nobles of the land.
It's called a keep, doesn't it keep itself?
That is a misnomer. We should fix that at some point.
What happened to all the servants that were there the first day we showed up?
Well, if you do remember, it was a dark time, when the Dreadlord murdered them all, and I don't think there was one left after he was done. But cousins will be like that sometimes.
So like, can't you just like spare some guys or whatever?
I could. I do have so many. As he looks around, and as he's looking around, you hear the scuffling sounds of tunics and leather as a small, like, teen kid with shabby hair and like bright emerald green eyes pushes his way through, but is held back by guards. He's like, no, I must talk to the king. I must talk to the king. He's like, ugh, don't they know when to do this? We're in a celebration. Guards, like, move him along. And you see that this is a young boy. He's got fire in his heart, and he's trying to get assistance as he calls out towards the custodians, like, Rocket, we need your assistance.
Who is we?
He's still being held back, and the guards are taking him. Do you want to tell them to stop, or just let them take him?
Well, there's a big celebration happening, and this person doesn't have it in them to celebrate. Something's terribly wrong. Let's hear it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he'll, Rocket doesn't feel like, engaging in this since the king has already given an order. And he's already spent a good amount of time antagonizing the king. So,
Yep.
he'll just look at you two and just, it's a kid, I don't know.
The king's in our debt. We throw your weight around. Come on.
Custodian right of power, keep the kid here.
The guards, understanding your request, let him go, and the kid fixes his tunic, and he's like, oh, I knew Rocket, you would understand. You're my favorite of all the custodians.
Oh, I'm touched. What's your name, child?
That's the first time I've ever heard that.
My name's Tiernan Archfletcher.
Well, Tiernan, I'm not even gonna try to butcher that last name that you just said. But I'm very touched by being your favorite of the custodians. Tiernan, after we clean up whatever mess you have going on, we could use some servants at the keep.
In fact, that is something I have brought myself. Now, I wanted to talk to the king because we are in need of assistance. I can find my notes. Yes, off to the east, past the Verdant Fortress, there's a small bandit group that's been blocking our merchant trade, and we need. King's Guard would have been great, but the custodians, if you could assist us, that would be wonderful.
I mean, I am just one of the 3 custodians, so I can't make the official call there. I mean, there used to be a 4th, but we all know what happened to them. So What do you two say? I mean, sorry, King, we might have to pick this up later. I mean, we might have found our servants that you're so worried about.
The king is like, but I already have guards on it. Just tell the boy, young child, be gone. Like, we'll manage. As the Tiernan says, but I needed your assistance because these bandits are unnaturally evading the guards, almost as if they had prescience of the guards' activities, and surely we need more direct approach.
It sounds as if this child is using game mechanic talking to us in order to tell us that we're the ones who are supposed to do this. So Goldrich and Grumby, what do you think?
He just turns his back on the king entirely to address these two.
It's been a while since my blade has thirsted on blood, and I'm looking for more.
That's not ominous at all. What about you, Goldrich?
Figure it could be worth looking at. See if it really warrants our help.
Tiernan drops to a knee and he says, I don't have much, but I will pledge my fealty to you. For now and until the debt is paid, which will be my life.
We can start by cleaning our house.
Yes, if you could go to the keep and clean up. By the time we come back, we'll bring your friends and family.
Yes, I will be at your keep. For more information, please see me at your keep.
1-800 your keep.
Immediately. This is good news. 1-800 your keep.
www.yourkeep.org.
I thought you were gonna give like a book page or some
Yes.
shit.
Wait, before you go. Roquette, give him the stuffy to bring to our keep. For it's a trophy we earned, and a trophy we shall display.
He pulls the stuffy back a little bit.
The loaf.
It's for the keep.
The loaf now.
The loaf belongs to our keep. It'll
He
only
looks
weigh
in
you
the
down
eyes.
here.
looks at you two. Looks back to the stuffy and then to the child.
Tiernan, just take it before I change my mind. Take it to the keep.
He's holding it out with one hand.
He whisks it away. He whisks it if you will release it from your clutches and says, I will protect this with my life. As if it is my own
there's a
siblings.
tug of war. Like just a little second where they're tug of war for a second, then he lets
will-
go.
I will protect you. Ah!
Place it next to our other trophies and awards.
Just one other.
He scampers off. He scampers off with a skip in his step as he feels like he has succeeded. With the custodians on it, these bandits will be vanquished soon. However, the moment he leaves, I'm going to cash in 4 fear tokens as you hear the screams of the citizens outside and the horns calling of an immediate evacuation of the king. As each of the flowered carts erupts as their dead bodies are awoken, and they clamber out, clawing and scratching, as they moan and call for brains, and the body that's in the corner starts to awaken as you hear go. As
King would never have any nice things.
As it walks into the tent wall and then like stops because it realizes that it's walking into a wall, and then like turns around and then bumps into the table because it hasn't removed.
I like that the
sheet from
guards
its-
just let this keep happening.
Yeah. Well, they have gathered up some of the king's belongings, and they're like, King, we must whisk you away to your castle. Let the custodians, your faithful guards, take care of this, as we will protect you with our life.
Well, hold on. When did we ever say we're the king's guards?
Help those merchants, actually.
He's like, yes. Well, you know, maybe I could help you. As he's being, like, the seat he was on is just being picked up by guards. Like, let's talk about it when you're done. And maybe I can work out some more servants. I do have a nice baker for you. As he is whisked away outside of the tent.
I hate that guy.
Should we just leave?
Screams.
Brain. Noises.
What kind of bird is that?
And in the distance, you just hear a familiar voice using some kind of magical means and calls out each of your names. Goldrick, Rocket, Grumby. How dare you leave me to die? And it is a familiar voice. You can definitely put on the title card if you want of your ex-ally, Seraphina Swiftwind.
Yes, Sir Penis.
Seraphina Swiftwind.
Ah, the fourth.
She was the party
Custodian.
cleric.
The reason I had to learn to heal. I thought she was dead.
She is. Look at her.
I can't see her. We're in a tent.
Right. Let's look at her.
Well, shouldn't we deal with this fucking dead guy first?
Well, he's got a tablecloth over him. He can't really see anything right now.
I'm gonna try to stab him through the skull.
Sure, he picks up what he thinks is a small child, but it's actually just a turkey body. And he's like, remember me, as he tries to bite through the tablecloth at the turkey. And you can roll your dice to attack him.
So, like, do I roll?
It's the
2d12s.
yeah with your strength modifier, right? Or whatever your modifier is.
Not
Right?
my strength.
Yeah.
Do I have proficiency with that too?
Yeah. Well, proficiency is just how much. It's more about like how much damage it is. Like
Yeah.
you're automatically proficient with your weapons.
Yeah. How many die are used?
I got an 18 with fear. The smell is
Fear?
scary.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll damage.
With my short sword in hand. Roll a lot of damage for a short sword. Here we go. 34 damage.
This minion of a skeleton, when they're by themselves, as you strike, a wisp of black mist comes out of their body and dissipates into the world around. As the negative energy leaves this corpse, and it returns to nothing but a husk of its former self. However, outside, you hear the jingling sound of harlequins dancing about as they have now armed themselves with great axes. That was one, but I'll use it. And you hear the as a woman screams as her husband was cleaved in twain.
Wouldn't be a tabletop game without some cleaving in twain.
Always got to cleave in twain.
But yeah, cleave in twain. That was my one action token that I got from Alex. So now it's your all's turn, or Jacob or Josh.
What do you want to do, Goldrich? Well, I reassess my surroundings because I definitely wasn't just looking up the name of the Dark Avatar.
What was the king's name that I believe I came up with?
Gaston Vaughn.
Vaughn. King Vaughn.
Yeah.
Hold that thought.
King Vaughn's gone.
Is he? I'm so
Yeah,
He
lost.
got whisked away.
Yeah.
Okay.
He got carded. He got.
Okay, he got
off.
carded.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, it seems our appointment here has been adjourned. Gumby, I think the thirst of your blade is going to be clenched. Clenched?
Butt magic.
Woo!
What the world? I can't even think of the word I wanted to say now.
Quenched.
Wench.
Yeah, I said clenched.
Quenched.
Anyways, I'm gonna whip out my 2 weapons and run towards the screaming violence.
This blood's no good. It's all fucking coagulated, and I mean, this is just Ecor at this point. So no, it won't be. But I appreciate the thought.
I don't know what blood you deal with.
As you
but-
leave the tent,
Yeah. Huzzah!
as you leave the tent, you see that there are 4 zombie hordes moving about and milling through the crowds as they try to weave and dodge. Whatever guards were there previously are more geared towards making sure the king is protected, so you actually see them running up towards you to make like a line as you step out to view what is going on.
Right.
And smack dab in the center at a far distance is your friend Seraphina.
Seeing Goldrich go running out of the tent towards towards the violence, and seeing the display in front of us, I am going to take flight. I'm gonna spend a hope point here and take flight, as my subclass is Winged Sentinel. So, just so you know, I have a supernatural visage, and I strike awe and fear. I have advantage on presence rolls while in flight, and if I succeed on a presence roll with hope, I can remove a fear token from the GM's fear pool. So it's if it comes up, if I need to make a presence roll. It doesn't say specifically when. I guess that's up to your interpretation. Maybe feedback. Maybe say if you need to put that in anywhere, because it just says I have to spend a hope point, and now I can fly and do 1d8 additional damage.
Okay. I would probably say that when you activate it, I lose the fear token. Maybe. Just like that way we don't have to. Is it you lose it every time you activate it or use it, or is it?
No, it just says I had advantage on presence rolls while in flight, and if I succeed on a presence roll with hope, then I get to remove fear from the GM's fear pool.
Oh, okay.
So-
So I don't actually lose anything yet.
Yeah, it's until I have to roll a presence
Okay.
roll, which I don't know when that's going to come up. Charm, perform, deceive.
Intimidating.
Like if you try to or intimidate, if you try to intimidate somebody, or even encourage, potentially, like there's a crowd of people, if you stop and then you turn around and be
Yeah.
like, run, I have this, and then you could do that as well. Or I would probably say, like, if you were trying to support an ally and when you're giving advantage and you roll, no, then that would break it.
Well,
Something.
I mean, I can
Something along
spend
those lines.
another hope and pick up another creature that's my size or smaller. How big is Gumby? Grumby.
I have no idea how big Grumpy is. Was that a thing in the fucking
I would probably say
what
like
characters thing?
there isn't really. I mean, there is a descriptor about sizes, but as far as what you'd want to do narratively, I imagine Grumpy is probably actually like a little bigger, but in D&D terms, the same size.
Awesome. Well then, can I try to? Can I try? I'm gonna spend my 2 hope points here, and I want to pick Grumby up and start flying, like in the same direction as Goldrich is running. Right, trying to keep a little bit of pace, but heading, I guess, towards Seraphina, whatever her name was.
Seraphina.
And while flying, I'm going to yell out, Seraphina! I am everything you could never be for this party. I am more cleric than you ever could be. I am you, but better. As I'm carrying Grumby out. Does that allow me to do the presence roll?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Sure thing.
Should probably seek therapy. That was really fucking insecure.
Look, I'm just trying to intimidate just a little bit. That would be a 16, but I don't take the fear away.
So it's 16 with
Unfortunately.
fear.
Yeah.
So yeah, it evens out. So I get one, lose
Yeah.
one, but then it's my turn. Which I would say you succeed in her being. Maybe now she's focused on you.
Perfect.
Because if you had only done your job, I wouldn't be dead. As a.
Let me
Let
down.
me look at her abilities here.
Let me down.
She moves her hands, and you see this like blue and black flame in her hand as she shoots a necrotic blast at you. For a, I don't think you'll hit because yours is high, 12 to hit, so it just goes wide. Because yours is a 17.
No.
No,
No.
Mine's 17.
Alex is a
Yeah,
17.
his is 17.
Yeah. Yours is 8. So
Yeah,
this
mine
definitely
is
hits
8.
you. Okay, damage.
We're learning out here, y'all.
15. 22 points of damage.
Okay.
So that will give you two hit points unless you can reduce it.
I can, and I want to just out of the aspect of using the thing for the first time. So when I use I can reduce it with the armor slots, right?
Yes.
Right.
And it's is it by my armor?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that
Yeah,
22.
so it's what
then
your armor
minus
rating
7.
is.
Got it. Cool. So that would bring it down to just 1 HP.
Yeah. Yeah, so you take 1 hit point.
Cool. So I'll take the hit point. Also drop Grumby as it's happening as they requested. I'm gonna try to drop them at Goldrich though, so it's like a same area, you know. Kind of so you can keep running,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, I have one more token that I can use. There's a lot of things to keep track of. So one of the Harlequins will run up to Goldrick, and it's like one of the jugglers that you saw earlier, but this time they have removed their mask, and underneath you see that it is a like stitched together face of a zombie, perfected zombie, which I also gave you that if you wanted to put it up or rotate or whatever. You don't have to. And they will attempt to attack you with their great axe. This is to Goldrick, which will hit because I rolled a 15 before I added anything, and yours you said was 6.
Yep,
I believe.
I did say 6.
They also do 4d12, but they hit a lot harder. 26 points of damage. So actually, that would
I'll
only
do
do
one.
1 hit point to you because you said yours was 23 or 28.
28 is my major.
Yeah.
So I'll take the
So, yeah. Yeah. Because even if you were to reduce it with your armor, you'd still fall within
I'll take one.
your minor.
Mhm.
So yeah, 1 hit point. I'm out of action tokens, so that brings us back to your all's turn of whoever would like to go first, since you've all kind of had a turn. Alex,
I
if
never
you
did
wanna
any
go.
actions at all. I ran outside
can.
and got followed.
Yeah, so it's Goldrich.
Yeah. So yeah, if you want to do, yeah.
So that one enemy, did that get tossed towards me? Is that what happened?
Yeah. So they ran towards you. It's one of these Harley
They've
Quinn.
spent a fear token
zombies.
to have it rush up to you, essentially, is what they happen.
Yeah, and I threw
Okay.
Grumby down next
Yeah.
to you is basically what happened.
Okay, gotcha. Well, I'm gonna meet the one rushing towards me and with some hollowed axe attacks.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll your 2d12 to hit. Yeah. They do have a pretty high difficulty.
17 with hope. Can I spend give myself advantage
So
if I need it, or would I have to use
yeah,
it
if you have the
before?
hope, yeah, you can. I would say I think you're supposed to use it before, but because you're so close, I would just say yeah, you could use a hope token. Because
One
you
hope
got
spent.
hope right on the
Yeah.
attack.
Yep.
Yeah.
16, 17 plus 6. I got a bunch. 23.
Yeah, that hits because their difficulty is 20.
Nice.
So go ahead and roll damage.
Damage is gonna be 32.
Okay, that will do 1 point of damage.
Haha! My onslaught ability. When you successfully hit, your weapon will never deal beneath the target's major damage threshold. This means you will always deal a minimum of 2 HP of damage.
Okay, so then 2 then. This
Yep.
time.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah. As they look at you, they're like, I remember your face. I'm going to cut it from your body.
I wish
And
to
as
see
you look
you
at them,
try. Many have come
are
from my
odd.
face.
Heyo.
I'm glad I get a second chance. You can tell that it's like one of the one of the mafia enforcers that you had previously killed. They have been revived as this bruiser.
I failed you before,
You
I'll
rolled with
fail
hope, so
you
it's still
again.
at your yeah, it's still your team's turn.
Turn. So, is hiding an action in this? Is that how this works?
Yeah, unless you can like move behind something with your movement, if you're going to actually hide, it would be you'd have to roll that like hope die.
Well, like, because the rogue action hide is like, doesn't say I have to roll to hide. It just says I move into it and people can't see me. I
Yeah,
move to a
it's like-
location
it's
where enemies can see you. You are hidden.
You're hidden
that kind of thing.
unless you move or attack. I
Yeah,
think.
so yeah, that's the yeah. So if you move to a place where we can't see you, then you're hidden. But like if you're within an area where people could see you, you do have to roll to hide. So there are like carts and stands, and again like that the ale stand. Like if you were to run behind there, you'd be hidden.
Oh, you know what? Maybe I don't even have to hide. I'm gonna flank advantage with Goldrich here, so I get my sneak attack bonus.
Okay, so your hide would not be an action. It's just if you use your movement to get to a place where you're out of sight.
Yeah.
That's what. It doesn't say anything about rolling. It sounds like, wait a second, I don't
Right.
know. But I don't have to hide. I was gonna get the hide for the sneak attack, but I don't. As long as I have advantage, I get the sneak attack. So if I flank advantage you, because you're within close range, melee range, Goldrich is, so I can actually do this anyway. So I'm gonna do first attack with advantage. I have a short sword and a parrying dagger. 17 with hope.
Okay.
In the first attack.
That will miss unless you want to burn a hope.
Yeah,
to
I'll
try
do
and get
that.
advantage.
Might as well, right? Well, I have advantage on it already. That was 17 with advantage.
Oh, then yeah.
Miss.
Then yeah, you miss on your first strike.
Second one with advantage. That's a 13 with fear. Miss and a miss.
He laughs. He's like, I remember you. I'm gonna turn you into frog leg stew.
I don't remember you at all.
I'm gonna use the 2 tokens that you had to move 2 more of these guys closer as the horde is just gonna horde.
I only gave you one, by the way.
Stay
I had,
where they're
I had
at.
a hope and a fear.
But the action, there's action tokens. So every time that you all take like an action, whether it's attack or you roll in combat, I get like a token, which then lets me move the units, which is separate than the fear, because the fear then is like they have specific moves that can do it, or there's some moves that like require multiple tokens to use. It's a lot of resource management on the DM side. So, but it's your turn.
Awesome. My turn now?
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, in the direction that I'm still moving, how far away is Serafina? I'm just trying to get a lay of like the land here in my head.
Yeah, I would say she's at this point, because she was at the far end of far, she would be at the far end of close. So she's like 30 feet away.
She was far, now she's close.
So are you saying I can close in and attack or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. In your move, you can close in and attack.
Awesome. That's what I want to do. I'm trying to. I want to basically keep her attention on me while they're on their way forward to, to us. Cool. So let's see here. What is that? It's just 8 damage. Sorry, I'm looking at my prayer dice real quick. Cool, so that will be 19 to hit with fear.
That will miss.
Okay. So as far as actions go here, that would be the end of my actions?
Correct. Yeah, when you go with fear, that ends, and it gives her an ability to go. The good part I see about this is like with the whole like action token whatever, because you went once, she only has one action token to use, so I can't use like everybody against you.
Yeah.
So I can like activate it to either move a horde towards you or like move one of these other creatures.
Got it.
But for this purposes, and it's her and she wants her attention on you,
my wings would also
she
disappear
will.
as well.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. She has a move called Dance of Death, where you mark a stress for her. She has. So she's going to mark a stress, Dance of Death, to activate 1d4 additional adversaries. I get one. That they can use to deal half damage, and may spend a fear token per attack to have them attack deal full damage instead. Since I have multiple fear tokens, she's going to look at you and say, I know how much you prefer them over me, and call for one of the bruisers to attack Goldrick again. And they get
You died! You died, Serafina! Anyone could have made the mistake, come on.
What are the rolls?
Oh! 29 plus 12 is 41 plus 10, 51
51?
against Goldrick.
Okay.
Yeah.
51's exactly my severe thing, so I'm gonna definitely use
So
that.
I believe you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then you'll take 2 hit
Yep,
points.
I use one
believe.
armor slot.
And then
two
that
hit
would
points.
end her turn.
Image.
So then that would bring it back to. Jacob, you just went. So anyone else? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think that Goldrich went, Sorry.
Yeah, the
Okay.
whole initiative order is kind of weird. Goldrich went before. I technically went first against the skeleton, so then it would have been Jacob and then Josh. So Goldrich, I think, is it, and then me.
Yeah.
Again, unless Fear's rolled.
This, I would say that this is where, with tables of newer or more excited players, could be a point of contention.
Yeah.
I know that we talked about it before stream, but I also wanted to highlight it on stream that, like, because of the narrative nature of it, someone would be like, "Oh, I really want to do my thing," or "I have the perfect thing, I just go," and they start rolling or something. So definitely a session 0 or pre-game playing this to be like, "No, we're all going to take turns."
Yeah.
So yeah, Josh's turn.
Okay. Looks like I attack.
Shocker!
Whoa.
You
You have advantage because I'm behind the guy. So
you definitely can.
Attack with advantage.
Yeah.
15. Give me a second. I have my strength for that. Yeah, I didn't do it last time. 18 with hope.
18 with hope. You will miss. But because we're all high level, I'd say you could do another attack. Like you swing, and you swing again. But then after that, I would probably suggest doing something else or moving or whatever.
I attack.
Okay.
18
really
with hope.
hard to think about.
And you added your strength.
Yeah, I got 18 both times, I think.
It misses again. They are fairly difficult creatures. As it laughs, it's like, "I prepared for our battle this time," as it licks its blade. And you rolled with hope on that one, so it's still your all's turn.
I'll just let someone else do something.
you got anything else? You got any spells you can throw at him or whatever?
I'd have to spend a hope. I just don't really want to spend it right now. Yeah, no.
You hear screams of people as children are being torn apart by the zombie horde as they're like,
All right, fine. I'll spend a hope and cast a spell. If that was an option.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely can.
Awesome. So she says that to me, and I turn to see these people attacking my friends, and I reach out. I throw my hollowed axe in their direction as a bolt of light shoots towards the thing attacking Goldrich, or the Harley Quinn.
Okay.
See what this does. Swear to God, am I just rolling only with fear? Jesus Christ. There's a 15 with fear.
Will miss.
I'm going
I'm actually going to do a little retcon because I have 4 of these perfected zombies. I'm actually going to cut it down to 2 because of how difficult they are. So I can reframe the battlefield. There's 2 perfected zombies. Basically, one on Golric, one behind Grumby, and then there's the Seraphina, who is basically she's a necromancer now, who is in front of Rocket, and then 4 zombie hordes that are just kind of milling around they're around the town, attacking civilians.
How far off from hitting was I? Because I can spend some prayer dice to make this hit.
5.
5
You
off?
said it was a 15?
Yeah.
5.
Okay, so I'll
Yeah.
spend 5 of those dice. That'll leave me with 10 now to hit, and this is going to be 68 damage.
Let's go.
1 second. You have to actually press how many dice you want to roll here. It doesn't just automatically, when you click 68, roll 68. So it gave me negative 25. You heal them.
Wow.
Okay, so that'll be that'll be 32. What it looks like.
32.
As long as I'm doing
Okay.
this right.
They'll take a point of damage. As your lightning streaks out to hit them, Goldrick and Grumby can see the lightning arc over its body and like goes up the axe before it dissipates. As it, once it hits the tip of the axe, makes almost like a Tesla coil buzzing sound as it dissipates into the air around. Because you rolled with fear, it is my turn. The second zombie fighter will attack Grumby if they can hit Grumby.
It can try.
Nope. 8. Because you have a 17, right? So
Yep.
their
With
axe
that,
swings wide. Whoosh.
as you miss me, I avoid
It's
that
still
physical damage.
technically their turn.
I know, but as I
Okay, yeah,
evade
they-
physical damage,
they
I
don't
can
do
cloak and shadow, and I'm hidden. I'm invisible from you.
Oh, look at
Oh.
that.
I become hidden.
Nice. So they look around. You're hidden. I'm going to use a token for a zombie horde. Let me make sure. Yeah. Actually, I'm going to use 2 tokens for one zombie horde, or the zombie hordes to start just eating people off around, and you hear the squelching sounds of bones breaking and rib cages being torn apart as someone was knocked to the ground. They scream out with a Wilhelm scream. "Ah!" And then the oh, so tasty, like spaghetti. Nom nom nom.
I didn't
And
eat
that's the amount of tokens. So it's your turn.
Alright. My turn. Cloaked in shadow. I gain +1 proficiency in my weapon attacks because I'm also a shadow hunter. Bunch of shit. This was my gameplay loop. I hide or have it the shadow cloak, and then that just fucking activates a bunch of different shit. Let's see. I think I'm gonna try this chokehold maneuver on the lady we've been fighting here, the perfect zombie. So while hidden, when I successfully position myself behind the creature that's about my size, I can mark a stress to pull them into a chokehold or equally compromising position, and make them temporarily vulnerable. Every attack roll against them while they are vulnerable from my chokehold adds 2d6 of damage to the roll. So I'm gonna do that. As I've been cloaked in shadow from the evasion there, like the axe hits the ground, I go, and then I reappear around the fucking perfect zombies. And I got dagger to her neck, and I go,
I've had enough of this.
hopefully setting it
Nice.
up for Goldrich here to fucking advantage, smack that thing, and do some extra damage. I don't know what it takes to get out of the chokehold.
I wanted to just make sure I had. I feel
Literally
like they'd
says
have to
nothing
make some
about-
kind of like strength check, but yeah, they don't have strength stats at all. I imagine maybe if anything, like again, I could maybe use a fear token or action token to try and break it, and then you just do a strength check against their difficulty.
Yeah, it does,
would-
literally does
would
not
be
mention
something that would
any
seem
way of.
to make sense.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't say any way. It just says I'm chokeholding you. The period. The end. There's no strength contest.
Yeah.
There's no any type of
Yeah.
contest. There's no at the end of your turn you get to try and break out of this thing. That's just like here I am.
It's a narrative chokehold.
And then also, yeah, it's a narrative chokehold. While vulnerable, also attacks against the creature have advantage. So as they're kind of like leaning back off kilter, they're trying to hold their axe in their hand. That's where, yeah, if Josh, you want to make an attack roll against them, you definitely can.
I attack.
I don't. Does it give it advantage? Vulnerable gains advantage too.
Yeah, I had to look it up because it talks about like the narrative nature of like what that might do, but then it also says while a creature is vulnerable, all rolls targeting them have an advantage.
That would also benefit to be put in the spell.
and
Like, it doesn't say that in the spell. It just says you get extra 2d6 damage.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're giving 2d6 extra damage if it hits. Also, advantage doesn't really stack. So with it being this high level of a game and advantage, I'll save that for a note for later. Of advantage and how that could work.
Yeah.
Any case, yeah. Anyone else can go. It's still your turn because I believe you rolled with hope.
It doesn't say anything about rolling to put you in a chokehold. It just says if I'm hidden and position myself behind you, I put you in a chokehold if I spend the stress. Like.
Yeah.
Oh, then yeah, free action kind of.
Yeah. So I mean, if I don't know if that
let's say
ability
probably
takes
at
up
this
my
point.
turn. But like, I don't know. Like, could I attack in that sense, right? Like, I activate chokehold, and then attack with my secondary weapon. Is that like a thing?
I think at this high of a level, I would definitely allow it because I'm imagining it's like you're a rogue. You sneak up behind someone, put them in a hold, and just stab.
So I'll definitely try.
Yeah.
You will try.
With advantage. It's a 12 with fear. Oh wait, no, that's a critical success. But I still
Yeah,
rolled with
so-
fear.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh no! I don't get.
that's
a fear
just
if
the,
it's a
that's just
critical
the
success.
That's just the software.
Yeah.
Got it.
I rolled
Yeah.
double 2s. Alright, so I do it.
Oh, then you auto hit.
Hey, you wanna
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead, roll damage.
Plus 2d6.
I think critical.
Yeah,
also
what
does
critical-
for damage.
Does it? What's the extra?
Whenever you make a duality roll, if both dice roll the same number, you get critical. Okay. It's not in the first one. Let's go to the second one. Nope. Let's go to the third one.
Welcome to Daggerheart,
Nope,
ladies and
that's
gentlemen.
an example, but it doesn't tell you.
Here we go.
Control F.
I know,
Control
like,
F,
if you're...
critical.
Yeah,
If
that's what I
your
did.
attack-
Yeah.
If your attack is a critical success, roll damage as usual, then
Okay.
add extra damage equal to the maximum potential value of all your damage dice added together, as if they all rolled the highest number
Yep.
possible.
Page 30. Yeah.
So what? My damage die for my secondary is 5d6 plus 2.
So it'd be the
Right,
full
add-
5d6.
So, yeah,
So you
it'd
roll
be
and add 32.
32.
Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Plus an extra 2d6. So I'm gonna roll plus an extra
So
2d6 plus 32. Well, I guess plus 34 really if we're gonna add it because I get plus 2.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here's something neat here. Whenever you make a duality roll, if both dice roll the same number, you automatically roll a critical success, even if you would have otherwise failed because the total is lower than your roll's difficulty. This also counts as a roll with hope, but not only do you gain hope, you also clear a stress. So if you have any stress, you clear that.
Yeah.
My one stress I had spent
Yeah.
for the chokehold. Let's roll this damage because I'm interested to see what the number is. 58 damage
Nice.
with my secondary weapon.
I'm sorry. Oh, we're back on.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
do you want me to keep
well,
venting about this or no?
Even though we're back.
Yeah, we can talk about it.
No, I think on stream, well, I think, yeah, what we should do is we can take a pause. We'll maybe, narratively, if we pick this up next week, Alex, you killed the character, but there's still the main boss, 4 zombie hordes, and 1 more mini boss around you all as we fight. I do think now is a good stopping point because what we were talking about during the break is that it is feeling a little bit of a slog, and there's some mechanical things, and yeah, we're putting in it, it's a new system and maybe we just don't know it well. We are doing something that is technically hard, which is like a 10th level game, just like jumping into it, which I know in D&D jumping into a 20th level game would be hard, equally as hard.
And equally as
Just
slow.
there's some familiarity where it would be going faster, and equally as slow too. So to be fair, but there's definitely some like mechanic things that we're talking about on the back end that I'll make a video about or we can talk about later. But I think for today's episode, we're gonna stop the combat portion of it